Oleksandr Usyk versus Derek Chisora. Official prediction. Knuckleheads, welcome to the FightersRep, where we give you free fights, interviews in the fight game, and fight commentary from the mind of a promoter / attorney. So this is the other major boxing event going down this weekend, aside from Leo Santa Cruz versus Tank Davis. It's a heavyweight showdown that's going to have heavyweight implications. It's Oleksandr Usyk, the phenom out of the Ukraine, former gold medalist at the 2012 Olympic Games in London, undefeated, unified the cruiserweight division, going up against a tried and true heavyweight veteran in Derek Chisora, and a guy who stylistically will probably pose more problems for Oleksandr Usyk than your average fighter. And the reason I say that is because Derek Chisora, he's going to go in there and he's going to go to war. That's his nickname, that's his moniker, and that's what he does. He's going to go to war against Oleksandr Usyk. He's going to throw caution to the wind. He's not afraid to take a few shots to land his own. And that's what he's going to need to do in this fight against Oleksandr Usyk, who is a superb and sublime boxer, right? Technically, he's just amazing. He trains under Papachenko, and he's another Ukrainian national treasure that we've had the pleasure to observe as boxing fans. This fight is going to pose the question, is Oleksandr Usyk ready for the heavyweight division? And that question is important because Usyk has been campaigning in the cruiserweight division since he turned pro. His frame is more acclimated to the cruiserweight division. Derek Chisora, a longtime heavyweight, that's a rough, tough customer. And that's pretty much the question that Usyk is going to have to answer in order to show the world that he belongs in the heavyweight division, and in order to beat a very tough guy, a hard-nosed guy like Derek Chisora. I'll say this, Usyk's boxing technique and skills are probably the best in the heavyweight division. I think when you take Tyson Fury's skills and combine Fury with his size, right? Combine Fury's skills with his size, you have a very scary matchup for anybody. But just skills, if we're distilling these guys down to just skill, Oleksandr Usyk is probably the most skilled guy in the heavyweight division. And he is going to have to use that skill, but he might have to use a lot of muscle, a lot of strength, a lot of endurance to keep Derek Chisora off of him. And, you know, Derek Chisora's team, for what it's worth, they've been saying the right things, right? They've been talking about how Chisora can go 12 rounds nonstop, throwing conversations. David Haye is talking up a storm. He believes Chisora can get this done. You know, the only way Chisora is going to win this fight, in my opinion, is if he gets up close and personal with Usyk and bangs him out of there. He's not going to win a decision in this fight. But as he comes in, he's going to have to deal with what's coming back at him, right? And, you know, that's going to be the tale of the story. It's a clash of styles. You've got the brawler versus the technical boxer. That's what it's going to be. As far as I'm concerned, though, I think Chisora's team may have bit off a little bit more than they can chew. And the reason I say that is because for all the hyping up and talk they've been doing about Chisora and how he's a natural heavyweight and this and that, let us not forget that Oleksandr Usyk is actually an inch taller than Derek Chisora and has something like a 3 or 4 inch reach advantage over Derek Chisora. So while Chisora might be the natural heavyweight in this fight as of lately, Oleksandr Usyk has the reach advantage, the height advantage. I'm sure he's going to be big and strong and ready for the heavyweight division. And he's probably got the athletic advantage in this fight. I mean, he's definitely very quick. You know, he's good on his feet. He throws a great, combination of punches. He throws punches in bunches. I mean, this guy's just an absolute phenom. And technically, I think he's going to be a very, very frustrating fight for Derek Chisora. You know, it harkens me back to when Chisora fought Tyson Fury the second time and got completely shut out. If that Derek Chisora shows up on Saturday, he is going to get worked by Oleksandr Usyk. What I think is going to happen is that Derek Chisora is going to make a decent account of himself. He's going to go in there and he's going to try to bang Oleksandr Usyk out of there. According to David Haye, that's what he's been working on, and I expect him to fully try to implement that game plan. But in my opinion, Oleksandr Usyk, man, too many skills, too crisp, too technical, too fast, too long. He's just got everything necessary to beat Derek Chisora. The only disadvantage he's got, again, knuckleheads, is the frame. Not even the size as far as height and reach goes, but the heavyweight frame. And even then, knuckleheads, I have a problem with it because Oleksandr Usyk won championships as an amateur. Won championships in the Olympics as a heavyweight. And something tells me that a guy who plods forward, puts his head in Usyk's chest and tries to bang him out is not going to be something Usyk is unfamiliar with. So I'm going to have to go with Oleksandr Usyk winning this fight by a unanimous decision, perhaps by a late stoppage. Knuckleheads, tell me what you think is going to be the outcome of this fight. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification icon next to it. Join Knucklehead Nation. And please consider getting your Fighters Rep gear in the link below. We've got shirts, hats, hoodies, tank tops. They can basically be delivered, I think, almost anywhere in the world. So check it out. Get your gear. That way you can help support the channel. We're continuing to grow. We've actually just broke 6,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. And not only are you helping me build this channel, but you're helping me build the next generation of fighters right here at Fighters Rep, the only kickboxing promotion that matters. Thank you so much, Knuckleheads. I look forward to hearing what you have to say.